So continuing with the last slide, so I would like to say, so let's define our success. That is very, very important. And what I have seen, from my past experience, there are people who are actually finding the definition of their success till their 40s and 50s. And I guess this could be one good time for you to, note it down at least and try it out, that is it working for you or not, because it has worked for me from last couple of years. So it is happiness, which is very, very important, and money coming from the second end. So anything which you do in the system should be getting your returns. That is very, very important, and it should be making you feel okay or happy at least, when you go to your bed. So now case study will go. It is good to be an emotional person, or how you make decisions. So I would rather say, I guess it is very good on my part what I have learned. So how we make decisions, actually we have to discuss. So our leaders make a decision on first country priority. So I'm answering this question. Second one, how will you make decisions? So a great leader makes the decision on first frame is country. Then it goes for a world level, that anything which I make, is it helping the world or not? Then society, family, and personal. Now I would conclude the same strategy being applied by APJ sir. He was developing the missiles, and missiles are very, very dangerous for the world. But why he was developing the missiles was to make his country stronger. So that we should have this kind of instrument at our place, so that we can become powerful. But he never had a vision of using them, because he cared about the country, about the world as a overall run. He did a lot of things for the society. As you know, he has been spending time with a lot of kids and youngsters to teach them what he has learned in life. And I probably don't guess, how many times he has visited family also, very, very often, And personal thing, you obviously know, he has nothing with him when he left us, So that's how we can start making our decisions which could help us. But probably the problem here is, how we make decision is in ulta form. So we go for a personal level decisions first. I want a job, I want to help my family, getting more salary, or getting well settled. So that's where we make a wrong decisions, and we lose our leadership quality. And frankly speaking, we learn in next slides that we all are leaders. So ever had a sleepless night? That's the biggest question I would like to ask you. If you ever had that kind of thing, please do stop there itself and note it down why you are having it. So as I discussed, I got this Facebook post where it shocked me up, and I was totally broken after seeing this, that somebody is losing a mother, which is due to some problem, cancer or whatever, XYZ. But it gave me a huge intense pain that I couldn't bear it up. So what I did is I took up a decision that night itself, that I would like to add a vision in my life, which is fund R&D sector to the earliest. So I want to earn more and fund the cancer research institutes, so that they can come up with a great and nice technology, so that nobody lose their dear ones. So this is how we have to come up in life and make decisions for ourselves. And I guess this is fair enough, and I guess many of you can get the answer to that. That you may say that we don't have a motivation towards work. I guess this is one big motivation you can get in your life. So nobody you require to push you back, to push you always to work hard, work more. I guess these small things are more than enough to make you work day and night. Okay, so we'll go. Are we all leaders? This is again a very cool story. Would love it, I would say. So there was a small kid. It's again a real story of one of my friend. He went for his school interviews, and the principal was asking him questions, and his parents were standing outside the hall. So this was a school interview happening. So this principal was asking him, what is your good name? He says XYZ, whatever the name was. Then the principal asked, could you show me the nose? So this kid was trying to point out the parents, principal's nose, because he was never being taught, or like us. So this is my personal stuff, this is your personal stuff. He was never being taught like that. He was taught, when the nose is there, this is the nose, correct? Not my nose, not your nose. So that was the beauty about it. Then the second question the principal asked, can you tell me how a dog speaks or dog barks? This kid was very silent, And the second question came up with how a cat, probably the principal thought this kid may not be knowing about what is about dogs or something. Let's ask something else. So they asked cat, and then the third question they asked similarly about cows. And this kid stood up from the chair, and this will be a very shocking thing for you. He stood up from the chair, went to his parents, and told them this teacher don't know anything. How he could teach me up, in the schools. So amazing mentality of a kid, and still there are a lot of great examples in the system. Even I remember, I was walking with one of my nephews at home, and she was having a birthday, the birthday was very near, and she was just 5 years or 6 years old, I guess. And while walking, coming back from school, she was asking me, Nakul Chacha, do you have money? I said, why? I want some gift from you, because my birthday is coming. So cute kids, they are so smart that, my birthday is coming, I should get a gift from you. So great kids. Okay, so again a case study says this, a bell experiment. This is what is very much, you should focus on this and get a learning out of it. So what I'm trying to draw with this bell experiment is, if you have been to temple or XYZ, any other different place, you try to ring the bell, there's a huge amount of echo coming in, and then the reason behind it is the bell is in the natural state. So what happens usually in our system with all of us is, we get confined with a lot of things. So what you can imagine, bell is being, taken in somebody's hand, and then you try to ring it up or belt it up, it will not sound much. So that's the reason. So I've quoted there. So there's a reason that we are not doing great because we are not into a natural frequency. So imagine I want to become a poet. I'm not doing exactly. I'm into engineering. So that's where it is going wrong. And I'm not saying you back off from engineering. There's a better way to go ahead. You can write a book probably while you are doing engineering. So that could be one good option. So this I again want to conclude with the last case study and this case study. Again, there was a case study done by a US based scientific organization. They went to all the classroom from class 1st to class 10th, and they put up a single question to every student in the classroom. How many of you want to become a leader? So what happened in the class 1st standard? They were all hands up, and the class second, the hands were going down, until class 10th there were very few members who raised up their hand and told, I want to become a leader. So what they came out of with the conclusion is, due to our personal pressure, peer pressure in life, the amount of leadership is going down, though everyone is a leader. So I guess you should take this lesson home today, that we all are leaders. Only thing which happens is our peer pressure, which makes us feel down. So US based scientific, that's what I was telling in the last slide. So we all are leaders. The only thing is we are not able to understand because of peer pressure. So we have to come out of that pressure and be a natural guy. So does that vision plans play its important role? So again, this again a question to be asked: is the Taj Mahal built one time or two time? Is the Burj Khalifa built one or two time? How many times is it being built? So you might say one time, but it's not the same. It's being built two times. So one time it has been built on a paper where they have projected, they have felt it that this is how the Taj Mahal or Burj Khalifa should look like after development phase, and then they developed it. So what I'm trying to say here is, do have your vision settings, do feel what you want to be. You want to become a CEO in next 10 years, you should feel it and write it down on a paper. Like you saw my vision plans, correct? So that's how it works. Again, the importance of vision plan I want to cover with a case study of two persons from IIMs. So one person started, he worked after IIM when he graduated in year 2000 from IIM Ahmedabad. He started working at MNC for 8 years, and then he worked, he earned a salary of 15 lakhs, 18 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 35 lakhs and something like. He was able to earn 1 crore rupee, and but what happened here is, after 8 years of hard work, he quit the job and started following his passion here in the age 31 to 37, and he's still following the passion, and he was able to make 7 crore rupee revenue out of it, and a 6,000 people impact by this time. But whereas what happened to a person who graduated with him and started following his passion from the very, very early stage. So imagine, he likes paying student, he did that from the first day onwards, without thinking that he will get placed or not, XYZ. So what you can see here is, at the age of 23 itself, he was making very good revenues, and by the end of 2015, what I have done a research on him is, I've got to know that he had a property of 1,000 crore, and he had impacted nearly 5 lakh students by then. So what I'm trying to say, this is again real case study. You should start implementing on this. And what is our conclusion out of it is work very well, and work in a more oriented way. So whatever you want to do in life, you start doing that. Don't just get into jobs like MNCs and all and start wasting up your time. You should not do that. And this is the big difference. You can feel it. And I just mentioned, the guy on the left is IMA passed out, is a company owner, whereas the other guy on the right side is the guy who is working under him actually. So this is what's the real case study. Now I have a passion. Do I need to follow that? I must say yes, because this is again a great case study of one of my BTech batchmate. He had a dream of becoming, his name was Bala. He wanted to become an English professor. He got an admission in University of Delhi, but his parents asked him not to, join there because they were actually very high profile. Her mother was, bank manager, and father was IFS officer. So they wanted him to do something fantastic in life, so that they should add a brand value to the home. So finally, there should be a brand value adding to the family. So that's what they want. And then after seeing his struggle in life, when he was with me in BTech life in nanotechnology, he was really frustrated there in that 4 years, all 4 years. And then later he joined Infosys, and there also he was frustrated and he left the job after 1.5 years. Now he's sitting back at home, starting preparation with UPSC, because he again wants to become IAS officer, because his father is one. So what I would recommend you all, probably we have to fight for that one day. That is okay with us, other than fighting for your whole life with that small issue, not following passion. So I could recommend, this guy has a huge potential, but he is not able to follow his passion. So please don't do that mistake. If you have anything like that, please talk to us. We'll try to help you with that. Thank you so much. So this is what is there. We'll just conclude what all lessons we have learned today is. First one was you achieve what you want to be. Second lesson is how to make decisions. So I've already told you, how leaders make decisions. Third one is we are all leaders. Now it's all up to us to follow our natural frequency, which is fourth one. So we have to be natural. We have to be in our best state to do awesome things. We are all leaders. Then again, a conclusion is repeating there in the case study. And sixth one is vision is very important in our life. So we should be able to see what you want to become and then start following it up. And then seventh one is follow your passion. Don't leave your passion aside. I know you might be in BTech and you want to do something else. That's fine. That's fair enough. But start following it up from day one when you analyze it. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we would be looking forward to talk to you in any regards we can help you with. All the best wishes. Stay awesome. Thank you.